What's going on, people? It's your boy, Chugga, Charles McMurray. Uh, I'm back. I told y'all I was going to redo all these church stories, and so here we go. Here's the first one. I'm going to redo Robin first because it was the best of my memory, and it was like 10 years ago. So um, I remember being in the gospel choir in college, and we would go to different gigs or whatever, churches around the area and sing. And this particular time we went to a church revival. We were singing, and said revival had a guest, evangelist prophetess, that was the speaker for the service. And she was really charismatic and just preaching the house down. People loved her or whatever. And so after she preaches, she starts doing these. She starts prophesying. No, not prophesying. Yeah, she was prophesying, but they were like vague prophecies. You know, she was like, "Somebody here has a mother with diabetes." I'm like, "Bruh, like you in a church full of black people. A lot of people's mothers have diabetes. Or saying stuff like, somebody here has student loans." I'm like, we're in a college town full of black people. A lot of people have student loans. Like, you casting your nets really wide right now with these vague prophecies. Yeah, she was doing that. And then she was like, you know what? I feel the spirit of healing in this place. Everybody, if you have cancer, if you have asthma, come up, come up. And I'm sitting there like, I'm hopeful because I'm young. I'm like, oh snap, she's about to heal these people. One of my boys had asthma. He came up there. He still has asthma to this day. And so I'm just like, and that's a bigger conversation, when it comes to healing and stuff. Like, God has the power to heal, but the way the Western world is set up, the way our faith is set up over here, you know, anywho, uh, so I'll let y'all just carry on that conversation in the comments. I just wanted to plant that seed because I'm an instigator, but I got a story to tell. So after this whole thing has like gone over, she begins to raise an offering, which is a common practice with the black church. After the message, they will raise an offering. This is not necessarily your tithes. This is more or less. I don't know how to explain it from a spiritual standpoint that it makes sense. Because people talk about sowing a seed and you pay for all these services, but as far as like a doctor consultation, psychiatrist, all this stuff, but you let the preacher preach for free, stuff like that. I don't believe such practices are biblical, but I do believe that when guest speakers agree to preach at a certain place, it's not always by rate. They'll say, we'll take care of you, we'll raise a love offering on your behalf, and they'll have a preconceived rate that they'll go, but it can go higher. You know what I'm saying? And so I think they raised the offering already for her. She had her rate, and I think sometimes pastors want to kind of capitalize on it and get more. Kind of maximize what's there. And so they'll be like, ooh, sow a seed, this is faith, blah blah blah, give and it shall come back to you, good measure, pressed down, shake together, run over. And I don't disagree with the principle of giving. I feel like as Christians we should be free will givers and we should give, but I do disagree with church being your only means of giving, and depending on that. Like, I'm not going to give to a pastor I don't know. I don't know what you do. I don't know how you spend that money. I don't know your charitable acts. I don't even know your heart, past it. And so, no, I'm not giving to you. Like, I pay my tithes to my church, But when it comes to like homeless people on the street or, friends that need help in certain situations, why be stingy? I'm a Christian. That's not how it's set up. But and so I feel like, you have to give when the opportunity serves itself. I feel like God really puts a lot of giving opportunities in your way, and you have to seize that, being a Christian and being a giver and being the change you want to see in this world. If you want to help somebody, we always talk about praying and laying hands and declaring and decree, but we never want to actually be, you know, a physical part of that answer. Like, we're his hands and feet. We're not just his mouthpiece, you know? But I digress. So she get up to raise this offering, and she's like, lock the doors. No, she didn't say lock the doors. She said, ushers, watch the doors. Everybody get something in your hand. Everybody. We are not leaving until everybody gets something in their hand. And basically, she was calling everybody up who had something to the aisles. You know, everybody with $100 come up. Everybody with $20 come up, you know. And she saw not a lot of people getting up, and she was like, ushers, watch the doors. Everybody get something in your hand. I don't want to see you at the Golden Corral tonight. I don't want to see you at the Hive tonight, and you didn't, you know, give to God at this moment. Like, God is telling me, I hate when people say God is telling, God didn't tell you to do this. But I'm sitting there, and I'm scared, you know, because I'm like 19, and I'm just like, man, you know, because this is like one of the rare moments where I had cash, because, you know, I'm a millennial, and so we don't carry cash. And so usually that's my cop-out, like, I ain't got no cash or whatever. But in this particular moment, I had $40. I just got paid. And this is probably going to be the $40 for the rest of the month. This is it for me. And so, like, I'm sitting there like, bruh, maybe I have cash in this moment because it was meant for me to give. Like, I have to get out of the situation somehow. Because I'm looking around, don't nobody around me have money, you know, or they already gave it to somebody else. So everybody tight. And I'm like, it really don't make no sense for me to ask somebody for money to pay, and I have $40 in my pocket. And so I'm sitting there just trying to figure out a way to get out of this. You know, like, I don't know what to do. And so I took 20, and I went up there. I gave that 20. And in my mind, I was like, yo, I'm sacrificing. I was trying to, like, make it make sense in my head. I was like, yo, I'm sacrificing to God. It's going to be great. You know, I'll be blessed. But in all actuality, no, it was not blessed. Because the Lord loves a cheerful giver. And I felt forced to give against my will. And so with that, you know, the Lord can't honor that, you know. And I think a lot of times we get crazy when it comes to money and stuff like that. But it's like, man, if you're a giver, give. But don't force it. You know what I'm saying? Like, should it be a sacrifice? At times, yes. But, yeah, I just didn't agree with that. And I'm still mad.